Hi guys, welcome. It's almost the end of the month, which means we make a release article with a video what is new and how to update, how to stay rolling, because ArcoLinux is a rolling release and ArcoLinux is working on top of it, right? It's only 3%, 5%. That really is Arco and all the rest is Arch. So this is the video to update. Super F7, let's make a template and call this one old. So I'll grab an old ISO, XL being the most difficult one, well most packages. So the April version is the last version and we're moving up to a May version. So staying rolling, that may be something I need to pay some attention to. So if you boot up, right, the April ISO has this long line of text. The May, we've deleted the without XF86 video drivers, because by now you know, right, that on our ISO there is no XF86, nor does there need to be. We've tested that, you've tested that. So they're out and the text is a bit smaller because there's a long text. Same thing in the BIOS look. This is UEFI, so we're mimicking in VirtualBox a newer system, and we boot up line 1 with the open source, line 2 with the NVIDIA driver, line 3 fallback, right? No mode set, it's called technically. So we boot up with the first line if you're on VirtualBox, VMware boxes and all things virtual alike. QEMU, another one. VirtualBox being our default for 6 years already. Just move through, not record everything, but just move through. Now the main thing to show you how to update and how to stay rolling is not do the advanced installation, because in the advanced installation there is the internet. And we say to the system, go grab all the packages, you can select all kind of things and add more, right? That's important for you to know. What you see is what you get. In short, WYSIWYG, right? What you see is what you get. You can't remove things, but you can add more things. So that's why the advanced is there. If you're online, you can do that. So if I want to make a video how to stay rolling, I need to do an offline installation, a beach installation, so to speak, right? So that nothing is grabbed from the internet and we can do it afterwards and show you how to stay rolling. Maybe see what's happening, and we have scripts. How to stay rolling, just for your ease, comfort. If you have more than one machine, maybe you think, okay, I have to update all my machines. So binary, stay rolling. All these years we've been rolling, and in 2023 from February to March, and we're missing one from March to 04, which is okay, which is normal. It is there, but it's not there, right? And we need one more to go to May. But most of the time it just says nothing to do, right? So nothing to do means you don't have to run anything, and here we have something to start or to change and nothing to do. So this is, it's there if you need it, right? Let's pause the video and then we reboot. Actually, let me say one more thing, because I was in here, but we just added something in here that might well, yeah, I have to say it later. So in here you'll find a new guy, right? A new guy, but I'll show it later. And then the message pops up, right? All done, restart now. Let's sip on the coffee. So there you go, nice beautiful screen. And remember, if you're on VirtualBox and the screen is too small, right Control F and right Control F, so it's full scale. In my case, 1920 and 1080. As easy as that. Control, right Control F, full screen. By and by. So updating is done in the terminal. Updating is done in the terminal. Let's make another educational kind of thing, but not too long, but right, for new users, this is all new. Type alias, have a look. It's quite a bit. It's all very handy, very interesting. And all these things come from either bashrc, bash, zshrc, or fish, right? 3 shells you can choose. Now we have something that we call backup skel, and if you type that, see what happens to your system. By the way, that was Control H. View the hidden files, Control H, and I type this happens. Then I update my machine. A month's time is about 1 gigabyte. So then we have a look at all the packages that come in, and we realize that what I say is true, right? This is ArcoLinux, and all the rest is Arch. Then we say yes please, update, and we hope, we keep our fingers crossed. Are the keys okay? Are the keys okay? But we know what to do when keys go wrong. There is something called fix key. How easy can it be, right? Fix key, that's gonna work. If we do that, this is kicking in. Oh, don't do that. Right, there's fix keys with the Z's, fix with a dash in between. We have a lot of fixes, and they're all pointing to one thing, a script. So Control find fix. Where are the fixes? Look at that, right? There is key, fix key, dash fix keys, dash fix key, fix keys. I mean, whatever you think you remembered, it's probably gonna work. Okay? It's all pointing to the same thing. And there were no issues with keys, Eric. You're talking about something that's not needed, not this time around, right? Not this time around. The thing is, if you get error problems, you type sudo pacman -s arch linux keyring. That's what it needs. It needs the arch linux keyrings. And if things still are going wrong, then it's the fix key. In a video like this, stay rolling, you actually kind of see already also what's new, if you know where to look. And that's what we did here. Skel backup. What's in here? This is the content of etc skel. That's what this is. On your file system, there is a folder etc skel. Any distro, anything you put in here, if you create a user, from live user often, or something else, right? To your own name, Eric in my case, it creates home/Eric and puts all of that in there. So we got ourselves all the aliases for these two, and also for fish deeper in. Right? So that's easy. So basically, that's the feel, soul, the look, right? And of course all the functionality with these aliases in a distro. And this is our copy. So this is before the update, and this is after the update. Well, you have now 2 folders. What can you do with 2 folders? Right mouse click, compare. Don't want to see what's exactly the same. You want to see what's new and modified. So we've made in main fixes a little script that says add set font binaries.sh. So sometimes we see this KD font op, not always, right? Depends on the kernel. And if you think, oh my god, don't want to see that, right? You can just leave it as is and it will be just fine. My ISO builder, this one we're looking at, we're filming on, right? Didn't set it, still says it, and still rolling, right? Doesn't matter. But if you do, right? If you don't want to see it, that's there. And then we have nothing to do here. That's coming up from March till April. So what I have to make now is a new folder from 2304 to 2305, the May edition, with the file nothing to do, unless there is something to do. There is still one thing to test. So I've changed something in the UC XML. I've changed things around. That's true, the order of things. So this you can't really compare, but I've moved meld up and system file manager and moved it to the top. So the ordering, okay. Alacrity, something changed, yeah. If these apps, whatever apps or desktop creates a new config, a new release, and often it's then the config that also changes, I just check around and you see they make some new text, and here's light, and here's light with capital letter. I mean, it's just text because it's all hashtagged out. But we have a look and we just meld and change anything that we should change, right? Just follow along with the developer, nothing to do with us, basically. And this is from them, the default GitHub. Alacrity, developer, says this is the code. This used to be the code to the left, and now it says this is the code to the right, right? Updating. And on fish, so this is not used, to be clear, right? This is used. Config fish, we changed some things. Upd is now also possible instead of update. Upd, a little bit shorter, and up. That's what I need to test out. Is there anything from the AUR? Because I've typed it. I typed update, right? This is getting Pacman at work. Pacman has repos and updates. Arch, Arco, Nemesis repo in this case also. Any updates? What we haven't checked is the AUR. So if you install more packages, not with Pacman, but you build it with Yay, Trizen, Paru, then you check it with this guy, UPA, and see if there needs to be some change. We have the user and a beta tester says, I always do the reverse, right? Update grub is when we are going to tell grub, hey, there's some packages changed. Go make yourselves a new grub configuration. So update grub, and the other way around, grub update. Voila, you can't make the mistake anymore. Both of them are the same. And here a few more. And Plymouth. You'll see that Plasma now provides a Plymouth theme out of the box, right? So here it is. And Plymouth, if you want to go change something in Nano. So the editor is set at the top, it's a variable, and for us it's Nano. You can go change that there. And here fix grub, another make it easy kind of alias. If you don't remember that it should be with a hyphen, now that will work as well. And this is for Hyperland, Wayland aliases. So W simple screen is this one, and this is a very complex thing, but it works on my machine anyway, right? To record super high definition videos for you guys. So I type W simple screen recorder because that one works. This one is a bit rubbish, okay? Keeping it around till it improves this WF recorder. Okay, so these are basically what we've done now is what is new, right? This is a what is new. You can follow that by backup skel twice, before update, after update, and then meld it, and then you see exactly what changed. All right, Opal, right? Why is it not working? I should reboot it, or more, you should skel. But first, let's do an up all and see that. Okay. This is something I've made already an text about, or on Telegram or Discord, right? If a developer, no, if a maintainer of a package changes the way he makes the version, creates the version, then sometimes Pacman does not get that actually that is the latest and the newest and not the other one. So this colon here makes it hard for him. If you don't want to see this anymore, just install UPD. But maybe, right? Have a look. Do I need it? Right? First do that. Do I need it? What is this? Then you go to PAMAC. And this is where PAMAC comes in. And then you say, what is that thing? UPD. All right. And you figure out, do I have that actually? Is that something I should have? Or you say, you know what? I'll just remove it and we'll see. That's another option. Okay, so yeah, to update it, if you're not sure, you want to play it safe, you update things, and that's it. And if you do up all now, the line is gone. Simple as that. Then, how do I get these new aliases in? Well, if it's just the bash, you do cb, copy bash. And UPA is gonna work. So you've just copy pasted, check out the aliases again, right? Read anything that's in here or in here, depending which shell you want to use, but exactly there's exactly the same aliases. And if you want to see Z, copy ZSH or the fish CF. So we've done that. We've made sure that the shells, the bashes, right, are okay. But there is more. If you want to go for this, if you want to have that, if you want to have that. And what we did in the past was go to file system, etc. And we told people, go and copy paste this. Control A, Control C, and Control V, right? That's a bit tiresome, so we've made something called skel. etc skel is the folder, skel is an alias, now it's a script, no longer an alias, but know what you're doing, right? Updating your system with skel is super good and super bad, right? It can be a blessing or it can be a curse. If you start messing with code in tiling window managers, you end up in a black screen, possibly, right? If you type skel, the correct config is back in there. It's a lifesaver then. So check it out. What is skel exactly, right? But it's an easy way to just copy paste over. And not only that, he makes a copy of your config. So once you do that, making a backup only from the config. So if awesome is in there and BSPWM in there and I don't know what all kind of things that are in there, right? Anything that we've delivered will be copied over. If you do something like, I don't know what is interesting to do, something like this maybe, right? You have a setup of XFCE and you say, this is beautiful, right? This is my XFCE. Control C, Control V. It will never be overwritten. This will never be touched. Usually, if I make tutorials about tiling window managers, I call this guy mine, right? So skel all you want. My code is in here. And if the skel is done, I'll just compare and put my stuff back in there. Done. Just tips, just tips. So basically, there's not really anything to do. I'm not gonna make a video to tell you guys to install this particular, a script to say, update this, well, install this. because we've already told you so on Discord and Telegram. So there's nothing to do. There is no keyring issue. So that's a cool thing. And voila, enjoy ArcoLinux, enjoy the learning, enjoy our little university. If you stick around long enough, you really become an expert in Linux. All right, cheers.